Hello everyone, we're going to be going through the final boss of the last map of the Uncollected event quest for this month, X-Men Class Omega. The final boss is going to be Omega Red, and Omega Red is going to have local effects that are going to make him very difficult. So the first one is giving him increased regeneration abilities, and the aggression regeneration is going to give him every 2 seconds a 0.25% regeneration that will go away when you hit him, but they'll stack. He'll also have an increased attack, increased health. The Bane basically gives him increased damage when you're under a beneficial effect, as well as 10% lifesteal, and then the Brute Force basically means you have to hit him every 6 seconds. Now his big signature ability is Lethal Dose, which is going to give you these death spores, and if you get 10 of them, you're going to start to just take immediate damage, and it's going to be significant. Additionally, he becomes unblockable. He's passively immune to poison, and he's basically immune to bleed. So don't use those, so you can't basically stop him with Despair because of that. With Omega Red, additionally, he's going to give you death spores every 0.5 seconds, up to 10, and then those are going to cause you to have that damage once you get to that stack. To get rid of them, you have to back off to have them start to go down. If you look below you, the big thing here is that death spores are going to be slower against robots, which we're going to take a huge advantage of. Additionally, if you cause him to bleed, he's going to cause his death field, which will make you degenerate if you have spores on you. Again, bleeders are not going to be great for this. The special attack 1 is also going to cause lifesteal for him, so you don't want to be hit by any specials ideally. And then special attack 2 is going to cause that death field again. We are going to show you what the perfect counter is, at least in my opinion, which is going to be Vision Age of Ultron. He is a robot, which means he gets those spores very slowly. He heal blocks, which means you're basically going to ignore the entire regeneration stacks. And on top of that, he power burns, basically just making you completely ignore all of Omega Red's abilities. So Vision is your key here if you're trying to beat this guy with 4 stars. So again, if you want 4 stars and you want to get that damage in there, you're going to want to use Vision. Other champions you could use are going to be heal blockers. So what you're going to do here is you're going to drive him to a corner by basically stunning him. Just use your parries, he's not stun immune, push him back, and then use your first and second super to knock him down. Ideally, you're going to want to use your second super. Now you see here, that was his first super. You have to wait till the 2 tentacle slaps occur after they kind of slams them down. So bait the first super if you have to. And then you're just going to dash all the way back and wait for those 2 tentacles to come down. Then you're just going to dash right in. So again, here he comes. He has the double slash down. You just run in. What I would say here is sometimes you're not going to have the heal block on because the heal block is not super long for Vision. That's fine. Just completely ignore it. Your goal here is just to use your first and second super to basically knock him down in terms of power and get heal block on for the majority of the fight. If you can, go to the second super. If you can't, use your first. The problem with the first is that you can't do the immediate attack sometimes. You can get caught pretty easily. But if you use your second super after that punch, you can immediately attack. You'll either catch his shield or catch him on a combo. So again, this is completely doable with 4 stars. You can actually get through this entire thing, this entire event quest, at least on easy paths, with 4 stars, if you have the right one for Omega Red. Without a heal blocker, it's very difficult because you basically have to time those spores. So if you've seen the upper left, that spore up there, it goes away because Vision supers basically give him enough distance where you have no problem, and then the spores just go away on their own. Additionally, he gains them super slowly. There are definitely other champions you can use for this. You could use someone like Magic to lock him down. You could use someone to basically just get through a ton of damage like Star-Lord. You could use Domino. There's a lot of other people that you can use, but you're going to want to steer clear of poisoners because they're not going to be effective. You're going to steer clear of bleeders. You're either going to try and knock down those regeneration by basically keeping them off with a heal block, or you're going to try to reduce that regeneration by using some other type of debuff in Despair, so like Shock or maybe Cold Snap. But the problem here is that if you're trying to use 4 stars, the damage output just needs to be higher if you're trying to work through the regeneration. So it's really not going to be possible unless you have someone to counter that regeneration. And as I'm showing you here, Vision's a great choice. I mean, you can keep him power locked down. His first super is completely dodgeable. You basically ignore the spores because you're a robot, and you just take him to town. Expect around 200 hits. Expect the first time that you might die. That's completely fine. Just revive and regenerate. I would say just if you have Age of Ultron Vision, just heal him back up and attack with him. He's an amazing champion against Omega Red. I hope this video is helpful. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet, and hit that notification bell. Comment down below if you have any other tips or questions. I really like talking with everybody, and I hope you all have a great rest of the day.